Hey guys, how are you? So guys, in this tutorial, I am going to show you how you can create this amazing looking sci-fi concept art inside After Effects using Element 3D. This is my first ever English class. In this class, I'm going to tell you about how you can create the realistic looking concept art. And also, if you like my tutorials, please subscribe to channel and press the notification bell. And hand to hand, you can follow me on Instagram and my Facebook page, where I upload some of my arts and videos. And one more thing that you notice that my English is not much good. This is my not comfortable language. So if you are trouble to understand something in the video, you can just comment down below. I definitely answer your comments. And without any further ado, let's get straight to the video. So firstly guys, create a new composition, name it final. And here firstly we are going to create a new solid, so just control Y and name it E3D and OK. Now we can apply a element 3D plugin on this solid, so just control and space bar and type element. Now going to scene setup. So now inside element 3D we can just create a new plane. Okay, normalize it and scale it up to around 5000 or 4000 and make it two side plane. Now inside motion design 2 pack we are going to component section, and here I'll choose a component number 14. Okay, just normalize it, scale it, rotate it some angle, and just put here. Scale it up to 700, right? Okay, I think more. Okay, just press alt and duplicate it and rotate it 180-degree. Now guys, further we are going to also create a side column. So choose component 20, normalize it, scale it up, and here we put this component into new group, and also this group inside one another group, and just here choose main group and go to symmetry, and we are going to symmetry in x direction, this direction, right? So just enable the x-axis. Now select this inside group and just place it beside this component. Okay, just scale it. Now further, what we can do, here choose component number 9. Okay, normalize it and just rotate it 90 degree and place here. Scale it down. Okay, it's look good. Now further, we are going to just duplicate this plane. So select this plane and just control D and put this plane inside this group. Okay, now just press E and rotate it 90 degree. Okay, and just okay. Looks good. And now just disable this group. Now create a new cylinder. Okay, outside this group. Normalize it and just simply increase increase the height. I think uncheck the normalize and scale it and increase the radius and decrease the bit of height and just rotate it 90 degree, right, and place inside this hole. Looks good, right? Okay, now further go inside Bionic Core and choose here Bionic Core 10. Okay, normalize it, scale it up and just rotate it 90 degree. Scale it down. Here take a cylinder and apply inside physical material, just apply on it a black gloss and select this material and scroll down below and here choose this blend mode to add. Okay, and select this Bionic Core and place it okay. It's look good. Okay, so now further again enable this group and create some of other components. So inside a component group, select this component 19. Okay, put outside this group and just rotate it, normalize it and scale it up. Select these two components and down 1 minute. Select this plane and just put above and this component also make okay, and just duplicate it by pressing Alt and scale it down Now further, inside the gasket folder, here select this gasket number 6, normalize it and scale it up, rotate it 90 degree, and just scale it up. Okay, looks good. And here, put here, you can need some gap here, so also increase it further, and just press alt and just duplicate and slightly move okay, and just apply light type material. Okay, now here inside beam folder, select this beam number 15 and put inside this symmetrical group. Now just rotate it, scale it up, press normalize and scale it up here, and just press alt and duplicate it and place here. Okay, now further, inside component section, here choose component number 11, normalize it, scale it up and just rotate it 90 degree. Okay, and place here. Now further, in Motion Design 2 capsule folder, we are going to use this and put it outside the symmetrical group. Okay, normalize it, scale it up, rotate it 180 degree and scale it up and put here. And also select this capsule number 3, just normalize it, scale it up, now just import our new character. So go inside file, new 3D object, and just import your object, your character. Normalize it, rotate it 180 degree, so now guys, we are going to texturize our model. So for that we are going to texture the model one by one. So select this plane, and I have some material presets, so I apply a silver looking material on this floor. So here I'll use silver crossing and change this plane reflect mode to mirror surface. So here I'll change it to mirror surface. Okay. Now we are going to apply the material on this wall. So for that I'll use urban decay texture. In physical texture I'll use a gribble, and here I'll use mesh 1A texture as a our wall texture. So select it and also apply to below component and change its UV to 5 by 5. Okay, so select this component, go inside UV, and here change the reptile to 5 by 5. Same for the below one, so select this component, change its UV settings 5 by 5, and now apply the same material to this side walls. So here I'll apply. Okay, now for this gasket, glowing gasket, we are going to change its color. So select this gasket and change it to bluish kind of color. Okay, and select this gasket and just scale it up bit off. So select this gasket and just increase the scale a little. Okay, it's looking good. And also we are going to change the reflect mode of this capsule. So select this capsule and change this reflect mode to mirror surface. Okay, and here for this bionic core, we are going to change the material. Here I'll use mesh 3A as a texture. Okay, it's look good. Now guys, to create a bit some of scratches on the glass, so I'll have apply some texture on this glass. So select this glass, and here in glossiness I have some texture. So select this texture and just apply on this glossiness. Okay, here open this settings and boost up the contrast up to 60 or 50%, and okay, and here in glossiness sections change it to 30 or 33% as per your need. So now it's looking very rough and type glass. Okay, now further guys, we are change this character reflection mode to spherical. Just select and just change it to spherical. Okay, so now guys, for environment I use blacklight environment from Video Copilot. So simply go inside preset and here go inside the environment and blacklight environment and blacklight 2K environment. Here I'll choose this environment as our model environment. So select this and go to environment settings, and here I change the repeat up to 2 or 1.9 around. Okay, it's look good. Now press OK. So now guys, we are going to create our camera. So right click, create new camera, make sure it's 35mm, click OK, and now set up our scene. Okay guys, here I change the environment setting. Here in physical setting, the rotation of environment I will change it to around 37. Okay, full res, it's look very good. Now guys, we are going to create our earth. So for earth we need a separate elementary layer. So right click, new solid, name it earth, and apply the element 3D layer effect. go inside the scene setup. So for earth I use this pack. This is absolutely free pack. I will give you link in the description box below. You can go and just download it. And here I'll use a planet, here blue planet, and choose last one, the planets and cloud model. Okay, now press OK. Here just press C. So select this earth layer, and here in group 1 create a new null, right? Just scale it down for better visibility, and now put this earth layer below this element 3D layer, and now reposition our camera. So disable this element 3D layer, select this earth layer, and press P and select this group and press P and increase its Z position. Now enable this element 3D layer again. Okay, so now I change the resolution to 3rd for better rendering. So now guys, we are going to scene set up our model for the final look. So right now I'm going to set up our camera and scene. So guys, after your camera and scene setup, we are going to create this atmosphere of this earth. So for that, kindly just disable this element 3D layer and create a new solid, pressing Ctrl Y and name it mask, and make sure this is white solid. Okay, press OK. Now put this solid layer below this earth layer and select this elliptical masking tool and just masking out this solid. Okay, and here press scale S for the scale and just match this size to this earth size. Okay, okay, now just select this mask layer and press F and feather it increase with I think 50 is good. I think more. Okay, now just duplicate this layer and press F and zero the feather, and here I'll use saber plugin. So just apply a saber, and here just in custom core change it to layer mask. Okay, and rename it to saber, and for color I use this color. Okay, now again duplicate this saber layer and put above this earth layer, and here change the color pure blue, and here in alpha mode, render settings alpha mode, change it to mask core. So just solo it to see and decrease the intensity up to 30 or 33%, and here change its blending mode. Press F4 if this is not showing to you. So press F4 and change its blending mode to screen. Okay, now again enable this element 3D layer. Okay, so now guys, we are going to create the light for our scene. So for that I use a one parallel light. So just right click, new, light, use parallel light. Now make intensity 150%, and here change the color to bluish kind of color. Okay, and make sure the cast shadow enable. So select it and press OK. Okay, so now just position the light for our scene. So select the light here, press P, make it Z position 0, and we are going to emit light from this direction. So okay, so now guys we are going to create another light called point light. So create new light and make it point light. The color which we use is sky blue kind of color. Select it and uncheck this cast shadow option and make 150 intensity and press OK. So now just lock this layer and create new viewer and change the camera angle to custom view and select this point light, and now we are going to reposition it. So now guys we are going to create the cloud outside this element 3D layer. So for that I'll have two PNGs of cloud which I import in timeline. So now put this both layer below the element 3D layer and just disable the element 3D. Now select this one of two layer and decrease the size and just decrease the intensity, enable the element 3D layer, I think scale it up. So now guys select these two layer and just control D and put above the element 3D layer, and here just change the position here, and the second one position is here. Okay, and decrease its opacity. Okay, it's look good. Now guys create a new adjustment layer. So layer, new adjustment layer, rename it to blur and select the adjustment layer and just apply a Gaussian blur effect. And here before increasing amount, firstly select this elliptical tool and draw the mask around this circular part, or I think this circular path. So press Ctrl and Shift, and at the center just drag your mouse and create a circular mask. Now guys press V and adjust your mask here. Okay, now guys press 2 times M and here change the expansion of mask to 270% and the feather is 176, and here now this effect just increase the amount of blur, so around 40 to 50%, and repeat the edges pixel and just invert this mask by pressing by check this box. Okay, so now it's look good. So firstly just disable this layer, and now we are going to change some render settings. So select this element 3D layer, and here in render settings change the physical environment. Here the gamma I will decrease up to 0.80%, and shadow, enable the shadow, and just map resolution to 4K. And here now in ambient occlusion, check the ambient occlusion and boost up its intensity to 22.5%. okay, and just close this. Now further just enable this layer. Okay, so now it's look more intense. So create a new solid. So for that layer, new solid. Okay, and rename it to gradient and put it above this two layer. So now guys, we are going to create the gradient on this layer. So press alt and space, and then type gradient ramp effect, and here change the color of the gradient. So for the start color I'll use sky blue kind of color, and make it black kind of. Okay, and for the end color I'll use the blue color for it. Okay, blue kind of black. Press OK. Now guys, change this gradient blending mode to classic color dodge. Okay, so it looks very good for me. I think changed. Okay, so it's look good. Now guys, further we are going to create the glowing effect of this model. So here the element 3D layer, just Ctrl D, and here uncheck all the render settings which we had done previously. So reset all these things. So click on output, and here change the scene to illumination. Okay, and close all these things, and just apply deep glow effect. Decrease the radius up to 400%, increase the exposure value to 1.17 or 1.69%, and input to around 50% or 57. I think 57 looks good. And here change its blending mode to screen, and put this layer, all of this above layer. Okay, and here our original element 3D layer, select this, and here just apply curves effect, just boost it up. So now here in glow effect we are going to increase its UN saturation. So for that we apply a UN saturation effect on it and make it 70% or 74%. Okay, so now guys, we are going to pre-compose all this layer. Okay, so just Ctrl A, right click, recompose, move all attributes in composition, and okay. So now guys, we are going to colorize our concept art. For that, create new adjustment layer and apply Lumetri color effect. Here we are going to decrease the exposure 0.4%, increase the contrast 3%, and the highlight 28%. Okay, and in creative we are going to fade it out 3%, and the sharpness of the composition is 1%, and increase the vibrance up to 30 to 32%. Okay, and just close it, and at the last we are going to decrease the amount of vintage. So I think minus 2.5 or 6 it's good for us. Okay, now we are going to create one new gradient layer. So right click, new solid, apply gradient effect on it, and change its position to something like here, and one another is here. Okay, and the change its color to red, and one another color is I think purplish, blackish purplish kind of color, right? And change its blending mode to around soft light. Okay, and decrease its intensity up to 20%. Okay, now guys, further we are going to create a new solid. So right click, new solid, make it black. Okay, so rename it to vintage, and this also renamed to gradient. Okay, so select this vintage layer, and here select this elliptical tool and double click on it, and here inverse the mask and intensity we are going to decrease it up to 50%. Okay, so and also the feather I will increase it up to 50% or 57%. Okay, so now you can see the difference. Okay, so now at the last we are going to apply the noise on this layer. So right click, new adjustment layer, and if you have a renoiser, so then you can apply directly renoiser effect, and if you don't have this plugin, so you can use inbuilt After Effects noise effect as a noise or gain. So here I'll use the light noise, so you can see the difference. Okay, now guys, we are going to compare this tutorial output and my original one, so you can see both are look quite similar, right? Here the opacity of this cloud is higher, so I think we are going to decrease this opacity of cloud. So select this white cloud, change it to 50%. For this layer I think change it to 50%, and for this layer I think change it to 40%. footage quite 20%. I think 30% it's good. Okay. Now look at the final. Okay, so now we are going to compare this. It's looks same like this, but I think this tutorial one is very good as compared to my original one. So one thing that you always check it up, that at the end the settings of the output here, always check this super sampling and enhancements. This sampling is always enabled, and disable this compressed texture. So any aliasing in your video footage will be removed by this super sampling. So if your graphics card is higher, then you can setting it up as per your requirement. Okay, so that's it guys. I hope guys you like this video. If you are new in this channel, if you like my tutorials, then please subscribe the channel and also press the notification bell. So thank you for watching.